the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now
hey guys, so next week, so it took a little bit longer to get back on the road. Had to change the tires on, change the air pressure on the trailer last week. Had to get some new parts. Then I had to get the oil change on the truck. I got that done at the dealership for free, but it was a week out, so you know, that's why I took last week off. So now I've got my first load. It's some water tank, or maybe it's a fuel tank, I don't know, some kind of industrial tank, and it's going down to Oregon for some seafood marina fish shops. So maybe it is a fuel tank for their boats. But I did have something happen this morning. I was supposed to drop this off and then go pick up another load down in Oregon, about 2 hours away. And this is the first time it's happened to me, but broker called me up this morning and said his customer canceled the load. And it's just really frustrating, you know, trying to book multiple loads, you know, for the same day or the next day, stuff like that. You know, I spent all day working on this load. I mean, these guys were very slow, very difficult to work with, to get set up with them. You know, it took like 8 hours. It shouldn't take 8 hours. It should be like an hour at the most. So that was difficult, you know, all that time and effort, you know, booking that load, and it was a good load, wasted. But hopefully can find something else, you know, park at a truck stop or something and book another load. But this tank, did put my edge protectors on there, or corner protectors. This tank weighs about 14,000 pounds. So I put it over the axles and a little bit far forward. I did check the squat on the truck to make sure that if there's too much squat on the truck, it means we have too much tongue weight on the truck and too much payload. We don't. We're very good. Most of the weight's right over the axles, which we want. You know, got a little bit of tongue weight on the truck, not a whole lot. And then this ladder weighs nothing. So yep, that's my load. Wish me luck on getting another load, because I was looking at almost a $2,000 day, you know. So it's a little sad and disheartening for the plans not to work out the way I wanted, but it's all good. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm gonna put this down and punch in the address of where we're going and get on the road. All right guys, so I'm heading to make my first drop, about an hour out, but I'm going over Oregon 6, or what they call the Wilson River Loop. This road is awful. They got signs everywhere saying rough road, 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour, when the speed limit's 55. But they have all these signs saying rough road. Well, why don't you, instead of taking the money and putting signs up that say rough road, why don't you fix it? Like, it's rough, like really rough, bouncy, potholes. It's awful. I would not take this route ever again. But also, so I was at the truck stop, I booked the load, and I told you they canceled on me, so found another load. I booked that load. And then as soon as right before the rate con came in, I guess the customer canceled. So today, trying to get 2 loads has been quite difficult. I did reach out to a broker that I've worked with before to see if they had anything in the area, and they did. And they're gonna reach out to me here in 30 minutes and let me know if I can run it. And yeah, it'd be nice to be able to run 2 loads, because this was quick and easy. It's like a 4-hour drive in total, not super complicated. So I'll show you when we get there. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna be right on the water of the ocean. All right guys, so we're at the delivery, and I didn't know there was gonna be a crane So I'm glad it was 30 minutes early. But they're gonna crane this thing off the truck, and yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Hopefully we can get another load today. Well, this is pretty interesting. So I just talked to the guy. This is actually a fuel tank because they offer, I guess they're a mobile gas station for all these boats. And so they already have two fuel tanks out here on the water. But I guess one of them's old and didn't pass the recent inspection or something like that. So they're gonna go ahead and set this baby over by the water or something. Not really sure where it's going, but they're lifting it. And a bunch of fogs and clouds rolled in when I got on this side of the mountain, so kind of different. But yeah. Be on time, guys, because if I wasn't on time and I was late, this truck was already here and I was 30 minutes early, they would have charged me like $100 an hour for being late. But the thing is, it was never disclosed in any paperwork that there was going to be a crane. Typically, if there's a crane, the broker is supposed to reach out to you or the customer is supposed to tell you, but no one said there was going to be a crane. So on the bright side, I was early, no issues, but that's why you want to be on time. All right, guys, before I take off, just booked another load, which is heading past my house, so I'll stop at the house for the weekend. But it was a total of 261 miles. It was heavy, so the fuel mileage went down, you know, 7.9. And then the rate paid $6.50, so it was just under $2.50. I don't know what's going on with the rates this week. They've been trash all week. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I gotta run, gotta make money. I'm only 13 cents away from my target goal, so it's not horrible. Here's my new rate con, so I'll go ahead and sign this and hit the road and make my next pickup. Alright, I'm at my second pickup, and I'm picking up a bunch of like construction pipe for like storm or sewer. Probably storm. It's a big, huge facility. They have 4 different areas, like full areas just like this. And luckily, I only had to wait 30 minutes before they called me and told me to pull up into one of the yards. But still haven't got anything loaded, so the broker was like, yeah, just make sure you know if you're there for more than 2 hours, we'll give you some extra money. And the way he said it, it seems like this place is known for taking forever. So I kind of have a gut feeling that they're gonna like load me up and try to get me out of here right at 2 hours or right before 2 hours. Just kind of fucked up, you know. It's just running my clock, wasting my time. And there's like 5 guys on forklifts running around, and there's no other trucks getting loaded that I've seen in this yard. So I just don't understand why there's 5 forklifts running around, and it doesn't seem like any of them are working on my load. So I'll let you know when I'm all loaded up. I have to stay in the truck until they have me all loaded, and then I'll strap it down and show you guys what we got. Alright guys, I realized I forgot to show you the load. So it's 10 feet tall. My 30-foot straps were the perfect length, just long enough. No issues there. This load weighs 5,000 pounds, so that's why I didn't do 3 straps, because it is like 12 feet long, and technically you're supposed to have 2 straps for every 10 feet, but these are also individually wrapped and tied together with this heavy-duty metal, so that's all binding it together. And the law says it's kind of loose information, but you know, the law is always kind of loose to be interpreted. But it depends on how much it weighs, and you know, there's all these other factors. So that's why I only did 2. I didn't feel the need to do 3 because they're all individually wrapped. These straps are rated for, you know, 5,400 pounds a piece, so 2 of those, it's like almost 11,000 pounds. And this whole load, the whole load altogether is 5,000 pounds. So this load is probably like 15 or 1,600 pounds. So 2 straps is plenty. No issues there. I did want to tell you a little recap of what I discovered hauling that diesel tank. You know, it was 14,000 pounds. I put it right over the axles on the trailer, a little forward on over the axles. I thought that would have plenty of tongue weight, but it turns out, you know, when I got into bad lighting, when I got into Oregon, the highways were really bad, and just stop and go traffic, and every time I was applying the brakes, it was like the trailer was surging or hopping, or it was doing something. It was acting funny. And so I realized I could have put it farther forward on the trailer and put more tongue weight on the truck, and that probably would have helped with that. So I learned, even though the trailer I can't put all the weight, you know, right over the axles, I probably should have had them move it forward and put some more weight over the truck bed, or onto the truck. Probably would have helped with that. Also, my contact for that tanker, he actually asked me how much I made on this run, and I told him, and he was like, well, would you work directly with me? Because where they manufacture these tanks for him, they're all custom made. Where they manufacture them is literally 20 miles away from my house, and he said he does them a lot. They install them and everything, and he's like, hey, can I just go directly to you? And I said, no, I don't currently have any direct customers, but I would love to. The only thing is it has to be cash on delivery. And I explained to him why, and I let him know that if he does want to work directly with me, he will save a lot of money. And I think he knows that, because he didn't tell me how much he paid the broker for that load, but as soon as I told him how much I got paid, he was pretty interested, you know, in working directly with me. And honestly, the load wasn't bad, and the area is not too bad. This is like a day trip, and if I'm working directly with him, cash on delivery, I can even get a better rate. So I think it'll be a win-win altogether. We'll see how that relationship turns out. Also, when I had the week off, I forgot to show you guys, but when I was in Montana, well, sounds like beer cans, but let me show. Been drinking a lot of fluids, sparkling waters, you know. This was the only bad one, but lots of bottled water. So anyways, I bought this Jackery. It's a Jackery Explorer 300 because the ports are 300 watt, and it's important that it's not 300 watt peak, because my inverter inside the truck says it's a 400 watt peak, but the continuous wattage is only 200. And my gaming laptop, or whatever fancy laptop you want to call it, I use it for editing and uploading my videos. It requires 240 volts or 240 watts, and so this has continuous 300 watts. And this was $300. I went directly to their website and actually saved 15%, and it ended up being almost $100 cheaper going directly to their website than going on Amazon or Walmart. So that was interesting. I think that's about it. This load also, it's always fun. So I pick up this load, I get the Raycon, I didn't notice until I was actually picking up and doing the loading and everything. I was looking at the delivery address. This is going to a job site. And you say a job site, okay, no problem. But this is Washington. Job sites are tight. There's never enough room. It's always chaos. And to top it off, this isn't just any job site. This is going on a highway project. So this is gonna be interesting. I need to call the guy and figure out all the details and how to get in and out. But yeah, it's gonna be on the side of a highway. So that'll be fun. Hopefully I can get in and out easily. I've worked on some highway job sites before, and just in a personal rig, you have a tiny little lane, and like I had to back up 800 feet or something. So I hope I don't have to do anything like that, because with a trailer backing up that far and a tiny little lane is very difficult. But we'll see. The joys of HotShot, right? Tell me in the comments one of your worst deliveries that you had to do. But I'm gonna wrap this up for this week, because it takes a couple days to get the video processed and uploaded on YouTube to have it for you guys on Monday. So I will be delivering this Monday, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up another load. Oh, I almost forgot. So this load, I emailed them 3 times. Started out at $700. This actually worked out really well for me, because it's heading north in Washington, and it can't be delivered till Monday. It's Friday night, so I actually gotta go home for the weekend instead of sitting in a truck stop. Is what I was looking at for my other loads that I had booked that canceled. So get to stay home for the weekend. But it started out at 700 bucks. I told them I want 1,000. They said no. And then a couple hours later, emailed again, said 1,000 bucks. They said, well, we do 800. And I was like, no, the lowest I can go is 900. And they said, nope, no thanks. And then after I made my delivery, and I really didn't want to sit around over the weekend in Oregon waiting for a load for Monday, because it was what I was seeing on the board is was a lot of local stuff, and you know, local just doesn't pay very well. That's what I did today, 2 local runs. It worked out all right. This one I got for 900 bucks. So I got him to move up 200 bucks. I lost $1,000, or not 1,000, but $100. I wanted 1,000, got 900. That's a win-win. For altogether, you know, for one day, 900, and then the other one was 650. It's not too bad. But it's very difficult to make 2 picks and drops in one day. So that's why I really want to focus on over the road. I know I've only been on the road for 2 months, but I really haven't been like full time on the road. So I need to step it up, especially with this weather. The weather's nice, winter will be coming soon, and I don't want to work in the snow. I don't want to chain up and all that stuff. It's fun to do it every once in a while, but when it's snowing heavy and you got to do it every single day, it's so risky. It's very dangerous, and you don't get compensated for that danger and those hazards on the road. So I want to shut down for, you know, those bad couple weeks of, you know, hardcore snow and all that stuff. So I need to actually grind. I need to put my foot down and sleep in the truck and all that stuff. Now, talking about sleeping in the truck, that Jackery power box that I got, when you guys saw me in Montana, I was trying to upload a video out there and I couldn't because my inverter didn't work, and my laptop has to be plugged in while I'm uploading the video, and so it takes a lot of power. And so I got a hotel, and you guys saw it was like $400 for a night. Super expensive, right? So this power box I got was $300. Not only will I be able to, you know, turn my truck on and off, you know, every hour or so, or to keep it charged, but I won't have to pay for a hotel anymore just to upload videos. I won't have to start my truck and idle my truck to charge my tablet or my portable Wi-Fi hotspot or my cell phone. Right now in the heat, because it's 90 here, and Oregon it was like 95. So right now in the heat, you know, you kind of do want to idle the truck, get that AC going, stay cool. But it's not hot for most of the year on the West Coast. It's only really hot for 3 months out of the year. So that power inverter box or portable power box from Jackery, that's gonna save me a lot of money over time, and fuel and hotels, you know, idling time, maintenance from idling. So I'm really happy about that purchase. That's all I got for you guys this week. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. See you next week.